This bald man had just stepped into the sunlight when he instantly burst into flames and turned to ash. Everyone was stunned by the scene, but the man simply applied sunscreen, lay back on a sunbed, and relaxed leisurely under the sun. The crowd was shocked that he remained unharmed amid the solar flares. It turned out the man was originally the son of the wealthiest man alive. However, his stepmother, eager for her own son to inherit the fortune, ruthlessly plotted to kill him. Unexpectedly, the sun suddenly underwent a fusion reaction, plunging Earth into a high-temperature apocalypse. Not only did the man return from the dead, but he also gained supernatural abilities. To his surprise, his stepmother used her vast resources to become a tyrant in the post-apocalyptic world, specializing in draining the life force of strong men. The man immediately put on a mask and joined the competition, but the first challenger failed to lift a 500-kilogram barbell. The next moment, the woman teleported in front of him, mercilessly sucking the life out of him. The man rapidly aged into a dying old man. The crowd was terrified. The second challenger not only lifted the barbell with ease, but even added 200 kilograms and lifted it effortlessly. The woman was very pleased. Seeing this, the man stepped up and lifted both the challenger and the barbell. Everyone was astonished. The woman immediately took notice of him. The man easily passed the first challenge, but they still had to endure the scorching solar radiation. None of the challengers could survive more than a minute under the solar flares. When it was the man's turn, he applied sunscreen and lay down on a sunbed to bask in the sunlight. The crowd began to suspect the solar flares had disappeared, but the moment they touched the sunlight, they were severely burned. The man, however, remained relaxed under the sun. The timer exclaimed in shock that the man had lasted a full 2 minutes. Not only was the man unharmed, he didn't even feel the heat. The woman took a strong liking to him and immediately brought him into her room. But when she removed his mask, she was shocked to discover that he was her stepson, returned from the dead. Panicked and in disbelief, the man immediately lashed out with a whip, ready to make her pay. Unexpectedly, the woman used her superpower, grabbing him by the throat in an attempt to drain his life. The man spat in her face. To her surprise, her power had no effect on him. She opened her mouth wide, trying to forcibly absorb his energy, but the man blocked her mouth and struck her with his whip, instantly revealing her serpent form. She still tried to swallow him whole, but the man took out a glass vial, used his power to seal the giant serpent inside, and vanquished her for good.